Welcome to the fourth lesson of SmartKnitter, Knit Instructions Level 2. This class explains needle collision prompts, using cases to elucidate the troubleshooting and solutions for needle collisions. This depicts the initial row of the panel. The feeder moves leftwards. If it halts in this area, a collision will occur when the next line commences knitting or transferring needles. Moving to the subsequent line, the feeder shifts to the right. If it stops in this region, a collision will transpire when the next line begins knitting or transferring needles. Illustration through examples follows. This panel showcases cable structures. Collision prompts include Feeder 3 on line 227 and Feeder 4 on line 203, 202. Clicking the mouse directs to the prompted position. In this scenario, Feeder 3 advances and transfers stitches. Triggering a collision prompt. Return to the Smart Graph interface by pressing F12. Introduce a front stitch and transfer symbol at this point, eliminating the need for transfer in the subsequent row. Translate once more. Feeder 4 on line 204 and line 203 continue to collide. Clicking the mouse will directly land at the prompted location. When Feeder 4 stitches are transferred, a collision prompt is triggered. Press F12 to go back to the Smart Graph interface. Similarly, at this point, introduce a front stitch and transfer to back symbol. Retranslate again, and there isn't any more collision warning. Let's explore the next panel. The entire panel is divided into zones for neckline shaping. This panel is done using packages. Upon translation, a collision warning appears for Feeder 3 at row 602. Feeder 3's knitting direction is incorrect, creating unnecessary floats here. Feeder 3 halts here, causing a collision warning. Subsequent inspection reveals that the middle neckline's cast-off results in feeder float issues, triggering a collision. Examine the middle neckline. Insert empty lines under the original neckline cast-off position and move the Ravel yarn rows down. Add feeder retraction after the Ravel yarn and create a separate zone to manage feeder retraction. This zone shall not be used in other parts of the panel. Then move the last row on the left to after the Ravel yarn section. This adjustment ensures structural integrity. Shift the bind-offs down one row to adjust the feeder orientation. Move the cast-off rows down. Position the new feeders to their position accordingly and translate again. The feeder direction is now correct. Feeder 3 and 4 knit the body part together. Then feeder 3 knit the ravel yarn, while feeder 4 halts by the side. After neckline cast off in the middle, feeder 3 and 4 knit the left neckline first, then the right neckline. When the left and right feeders on the same track operate simultaneously, insufficient distance between them can lead to overlapping and needle collisions during knitting. Moreover, as the right feeders move leftward, collisions with the left feeder can occur. An example of intarsia knitting illustrates the integration of both left and right feeders for color separation. Collision points are visible on the right feeders. Return to SmartGraph. Access feeder setup to address the closely positioned collided feeders to enhance spacing. Feeder 13 is placed too close to feeder 5. Move Zone 8, Color 10, from feeder 13 to feeder 12 to avoid collision. Upon retranslation, the issue is effectively resolved. This marks the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching.